Hello, real estate investors. So I am popping in really quick because I want to talk to you about the importance of your email database. So when we first started in real estate investing, it was not highlighted how to organize your company. And so it was just kind of, we went in and we wholesale properties, we flipped properties, and we were part of a couple different groups. And so anytime anything came up, we would just post on Facebook and we would just align ourselves with a new investor. And so we were part of a really good real estate investing group. And so we knew that they were vetted and we kind of already had like a little pre-existing relationship, even if we had met them for the first time. And so because of that ability, we didn't actually focus on the compounding effect of what we were doing on a day-to-day basis. And so once we got into business a little bit more and, you continue to grow and look at different niches and kind of where you're going to take your company, we got to a point where we realized that we weren't really a resource for anyone unless we had like an active deal. And so from that, we basically had to take a step back and start backtracking a little bit. And so what I started to do was one, look at my email database, and two, actually start to track the professionals in each market that we worked in. Because I don't know about you, but as a real estate investor, I spent a lot of time calling for different bids, calling for different quotes and estimates, for repairs, maintenance, property management, insurance, you name it. I mean, even title companies, we've called and resourced different title companies because they're all not created equal and they all do have different fees. And so that time is kind of gone at that point for each market that you're in. And so I wanted to come in here and give you 2 tips, whether you are a new investor or you've been doing it for a while. So I would like to encourage you to do 2 things. So one is to create an Excel sheet where you can have each tab being a different market or a different state, or however you want to kind of break that down and organize it depending on the size of your company. And in each of those tabs, have different sections of different professions of individuals that you have worked with, that have been referred to you, that you've been in communication with, and basically have, title company, say the title company, have their website, have the contact person's information and their phone number. And if you have it, put their email address. So I've been creating this through the years, and it has been a powerful resource for other investors. I worked on a multifamily syndication deal, and in that you do a lot of research on different bids and estimates for everything. I mean, down to your internet bundle. So I had an investor reach out to me like a year later, and he had moved into a market that I was in, and he had asked for a couple referrals on some specific bids. And so I was able to go back in my database and actually pull that information, like who the company was, and provide that. And some of you might be like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a resource for people. You'd be amazed at the value you provide other people can then create other partner opportunities. If you are a source for other investors, they'll then want to partner with you. They'll want to bring you deals because they know that you have your ducks in a row. You have everything that you need. So always be finding ways for you to create value in someone else. And so as you do that and kind of organize your own company and make sure that the work you're putting in every single day is something that is trackable, is something that can be provided to someone else, or is something that you can go back to as an additional resource. So make sure that as you're looking at your tasks, you're looking at that. In addition, your email database. So get into something that is free, which I know HubSpot and MailChimp are really great areas to go into to create your database. And so you want to make sure that you are every single person you're coming into contact. So your resource list that you just created, you want them to be in an actual database. You want their email address. So why do I say this? So as you grow and get into bigger deals that you either need to raise capital, or you want to align yourself with investors that have deeper pockets. They're more liquid. Or like in our situation, we were doing a lot of single family flips. Well, we transitioned out of that. And so our database that we used, we then had to kind of train some of those individuals that we went to all the time for funding and different things. We had to then train them into our transition of what we were now in. But then they got into other asset classes, or we then educated them on other pieces. And so then our database became a place where we could then sell them deals, raise money, or get deals from. So you want to create your email database, because over time, you don't own Facebook. You don't own your social media. You don't own any of these other places that you're getting leads from or resources from, or partners or investors from. You don't own any of that information. But as you are connecting with individuals and you're putting it in your database, then you have that targeted audience